Okay, this is William, and I'm here again to give a presentation on search engine optimization keywords. So, why are keywords important? The way people shop has changed in the age of search engines and in search engine optimization keywords. People are increasingly using search engines to help them find the products or services they are looking for. To do this, they type keywords into sites like Google, Yahoo, or Bing. The engines then rank sites related to these keywords based on relevancy. Whether you know it or not, your website is already targeting certain keywords. Search engines extract these keywords from your on-page text, headers, page titles, inbound links, and other factors. Moreover, you may not have made a conscious decision to target these keywords, and even if you did, you might not be monitoring your rankings or have a sense of how good your chances are at ranking well for those keywords. Choosing the right keywords is often the difference between getting found in a search or not. As a consequence, keyword research is the foundation of an effective online marketing strategy. There are a number of variables that impact keyword selection. These variables can be divided into two groupings: primary selection variables and prioritization variables. It is important to understand what aspects of keywords make them important to your business. The different variables or characteristics of a keyword help determine whether the keywords are worth consideration in your SEO strategy. Only if keywords pass the primary selection test can they be subjected to prioritization variable test. Considerations for primary keyword selection are ensuring keyword terms and phrases have sufficient search volumes. Ensuring the chosen keywords terms are relevant, assessing levels of relative competition. If a search term doesn't satisfy the criteria of sufficient volume, then it is removed from the list. Likewise, if it doesn't satisfy the relevancy criteria, it should not be considered. In terms of prioritization, two things to consider when prioritizing keywords: competitive advantage for the product and service, profitability of the products and services associated with keywords. Prior to ending the vetting process, a keyword opportunity list should be generated. The first phase of creating the initial keyword opportunity list involves brainstorming as many keyword ideas as possible, listing root brands and product and service names, for example, a lawyer. Brainstorming variations of a product and brand related keywords, talking to clients to determine which terms they use in search, studying competitor site, adding geographic variations, adding descriptive variations, talking on the variations and entering them into the Google AdWords keyword tool, which will then suggest numerous other variations. With this list in hand, now the keywords can be vetted. Once all keyword possibilities with sufficient search volumes are selected, keywords must then be filtered for relevancy. You don't just want to pull in traffic, you want to ensure that your traffic is of high quality. Quality traffic helps you convert your visitors into customers at a higher rate. Let's demonstrate the importance of relevant traffic through an example. If a small law office in Jacksonville, Florida were able to achieve ranking for the generic term lawyers, they would be inundated with relevant calls from people in New York, Chicago, Miami, or Los Angeles. Realistic, less than 1% of inquiries from the term lawyers would be potential clients from the Jacksonville area, meaning it would be a tremendous distraction for the staff, taking all these calls as well as filtering out the bad leads, and it would eat up all the time and resources needed to nurture more valuable leads in the Jacksonville area. People have a tendency to emphasize traffic over relevance. You need to make sure the search terms you're targeting have sufficient traffic, but often you don't want them to have too much either. More traffic usually correlates with high competition. Let's go back to the Jacksonville law firm example. Let's say they want to rank for the term lawyer. This puts them up against almost all law firms in the English-speaking world, including larger, more powerful ones. As of this writing, there are 112 million Google results for lawyer. Only 10 are on the first page of Google. When picking keywords to target, you clearly need to choose your battles wisely. So how do you do that? There are several free tools for assessing keyword competitiveness. One example is the SEO Chat Keyword Difficulty Check tool. The higher the score the keyword gets, the more competitive the term, and the more difficult it is to rank. Generally speaking, terms with a score over 60 require much more than just on-page optimization if you want to rank on the first page of search results. After picking your niche, you need to figure out how to beat the competition in that niche. The way to do this is for your site to gain authority and relevance for those terms. Authority is assessed by understanding the link profile of your site versus those other sites ranking for the keywords you are targeting. External links from other sites are the most powerful ranking tool amongst the major search engines. The three most important elements of these factors are the number of links to a website, number of links to a specific page, and the anchor text of links to the specific page. Links are the biggest factor in gaining authority in search engine rankings. Paid software allows companies to compare their own link profile to those of their competitors. In general, one site may compete for rankings in the short term, and other sites with similar link profiles. Tackling sites with more powerful link profiles requires time and dedication. The bigger the gap, the more the time, effort, and budget is needed. When a large gap exists between two competing sites in the number of inbound links, it is very difficult for the site with less links to make up ground and compete for keyword opportunities. Relevance, on the other hand, means looking to see if the other sites are specifically trying to rank for terms in question. On-page relevancy can be quickly assessed by looking at simple elements: keyword matching the title of a page, keyword matching the site's internal navigation, and keyword matching the domain name. By considering both authority and relevancy, it's a relatively simple process to determine opportunities. If rankings for a given keyword term are dominated by much more powerful sites, obviously targeting a term with their on-page factor, then it's likely best to look for another keyword opportunity. If, on the other hand, those sites are powerful yet aren't specifically targeting the terms and vice versa, then potential does exist. At the end of this process, you should have a list of keywords that have been vetted. Now it becomes a process of prioritizing all the remaining keywords. While the same primary assessment variables can still be utilized to determine priorities, secondary assessment variables now can also be considered. Competitive advantage: does a firm have a distinct competitive in terms of price, quality, delivery that can be leveraged? Ability to scale or fulfill? Is inventory ability to fulfill limited? If so, other products and services with more potential might be a better priority. Profitability: how profitable is the product or service? More profitable items are more desirable to promote. Lifetime value of item client: the sale given item is made, the current value of sale is not the only consideration. One should also take into account the average lifetime value of the purchaser of the item in question. More than often, the keyword terms with relatively high search volumes and low competition are the best opportunities. Of course, relevance must be factored in this equation as well. In addition, looking at volume versus competition often helps to look at the additional prioritization variables. That concludes the presentation on search engine optimization and keywords. I appreciate your time and look forward to seeing you the next time.